Today we're going to be taking the Brooklyn Nets and rebuilding a post KD and Kyrie era. Our goal at the end of this is for the Brooklyn Nets to be the NBA champions.
All right, so we're just going to sim the rest of the season because the trade deadline already hit, so we really can't do much. We are going to make the playoffs, though, it's looking like, just because KD and Kyrie did go on that little win streak to end the season, or not end the season, like before they all got traded and stuff like that, that win streak they went on. So they were actually doing pretty good in the NBA record-wise. And honestly, we don't finish off doing too bad. We get a couple wins, losses, we looked like a 500 team like towards the end without KD or Kyrie. But Luka does go ahead and win the MVP going to the playoffs. KD and the Suns get the 5 seed, and Dallas and Kyrie and Luka get the 2 seed. We are the 6 seed. I don't expect us to win any playoff series just because. Hold on. Okay, we made it to the second round. We knocked off the Bucks. That's crazy. But it looks like Donovan Mitchell is going to win Finals MVP against the Clippers. Luka and the Mavericks lost to the Clippers in the second round, and the Suns did the same thing, lost in the second round to the Denver Nuggets. Kevin Durant had 21. Let's see what Kyrie and Luka did. Luka had 27 points and 20 assists, and they still lost. Kyrie had 24. Who went off for the Clippers? Looks like Paul George had 31. Kawhi had 22. And they have Russell Westbrook, who's playing like prime Russell, 18 points. Maybe not prime Russell, but better than he was on the Lakers. We're going to be letting Spencer Dinwiddie and Royce O'Neal walk. I mean, that's $30 million we clear up in cap space as well. We're going to be taking Cam Thomas, so definitely the 2-year option. Can definitely try building the team around Cam Thomas. We're going to let Summer walk too. Let's check free agency. Yeah, nothing really too crazy in free agency right now that I'm like trying to get. We are negative 30 million in cap space, so I probably wouldn't be able to sign anything anyway. I mean, I could trade with like Ben Simmons and stuff like that to clear some space. That's what I plan on doing next season. I'm going to trade like Ben Simmons and some of the guys on big contracts so we can clear up to have a big free agency like with the next free agency or the free agency after that, just depending on like what the team needs. I'm not going to sign a free agent that really is not going to help the team. So yeah, we're not going to sign any free agents. But yeah, you guys, you see like the team, we have Joe Harris getting paid $19 million. Now I don't really need to trade him necessarily just because he has a 1-year deal, so it's done by free agency anyway. We don't have to pay him. But guys that we need to get rid of are Ben Simmons and Finley Smith, because Dorian Finney-Smith and Ben Simmons are making way too much money, and I don't see us winning a championship with these two on the roster making that much money. The Mikal Bridges is kind of making too much money, honestly too. I feel like we can get to like 2 superstars on the team if we get rid of like Bridges, Simmons, and Finley Smith. Like Bridges, don't get me wrong, is a good player. I do like Mikal Bridges, but his contract is kind of crazy. 3 years, $70 million, especially for 2K. Like he really is not gonna. An 83 overall, Mikal Bridges really isn't gonna win us a championship. Showing all these trades right here, but Mikal Bridges for Josh Green and a first-round pick. Josh Green's only making $4 million a year. Mikal Bridges is making $30 million a year, and Josh Green is young, 22 years old, so he could develop to be a pretty nice player. Don't even know if we're going to keep him after the season, but we get a first-round pick with it as well. So we're going to go ahead and trade Mikal Bridges because I really don't see him on the team for the finals run getting that much money. So the time has come to trade Ben Simmons and some of the guys on the roster. Now, we could get Lauri Markkanen for him, but honestly, I don't know how Lauri is going to develop, and he's probably going to want a big contract after the season anyway, so that really defeats the whole purpose of us trading Ben Simmons. So I saw a trade here for Sengun. Now Sengun might want to make some money after the season, and we'll see how he does and how he progresses and stuff like that to see if we're even going to re-sign him, which we probably will. But yeah, we have to trade away the guy we just drafted, but honestly, I'm not really stressing on that. We're going to trade Ben Simmons to the Rockets for Sengun. Next order of business is getting Dorian Finney-Smith off the squad, making $14 million a year. It's just not worth it. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and trade him to the Bucks. Now the Bucks have more of a use for this guy, maybe because they're in win now mode and just they don't really mind paying him. But we'll just take the free draft pick and offload cap space because Kaminsky is off the contract after the year, so we're basically just setting up to sign a big free agent. Now we're just going to go ahead and trade Joe Harris, where he's making $19 million a year. It'd be done with us after this year anyway, but we're just going to trade him for a first-round Grizzlies lottery-protected pick. I mean, why not? Going to offload it anyway at the end of the year, so we don't have a use for Joe Harris anyway. Might as well trade him and get a lottery pick out of it. That's going to be it for the trades. We're going to simulate through the deadline, simulate the season. We're 10-41 right now. We're not going to make the playoffs, but let's get to free agency and see what we can do. Luka did go ahead and win MVP. Victor Wembanyama win Rookie of the Year. Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year, and Garland win Most Improved. The Sixers did go ahead and beat the Grizzlies 4-2 in the finals. James Harden did win Finals MVP. All right, and Sengun is going to accept the contract for $5.42 million a year. Same with Cam Thomas, $4 million a year. So I will definitely take that. Durant Sharp is kind of progressing, so we are going to keep him.
And we're gonna let Deshaun Tate go. I mean, $7 million a year. I'm all right on that. All right, and we are in free agency with $62 million to spend. 62 mil. So we are definitely gonna go after some free agents. Now, these guys are restricted free agents, so I'm pretty sure they could match it. So I mean, it's gonna be tough to sign some of the restricted, but some of these unrestricted free agents look pretty nice as well. So we're gonna try to go after these guys. All right, guys, so Jaylen Brown and LaMelo Ball do go accept other offers. So Sengun is up 1 overall. Cam Thomas is up 2 overall. Sharp up 2. Green up 1. And I didn't even know we had this guy, but he went up 4 overall, so that's pretty good. Now, definitely not the free agency we hoped for, but honestly, there's going to be better free agents probably next season anyway, so not stressing it, guys. Getting another year for our guys to develop and make some moves. We're going to have a bunch of money to spend in the next season anyway. 5, Luka Doncic goes ahead and wins the MVP. No surprise there. This guy Luka, man, just stat padding every year. No, I'm just kidding. Luka is a dog. KD and the Suns are in the play-in. Same thing with the Mavericks, and the Mavericks just had the MVP. The Mavericks, though, are the 8th seed and win a playoff series. Kind of crazy there. Is Kevin Durant still even on the Suns? Yeah, he is. So, looks like that Suns trade is not working out right now. Cavs do win the finals. Darius Garland wins finals MVP. I mean, Shaw put up 37. Darius Garland only put up 18, but 14 assists, though. So, yeah, putting up some good numbers over there. And here we go into free agency. Now, Giannis and Tatum are both unrestricted free agencies. When I'm telling you we are going to pay these guys a bag, I'll give them all $73 million if it's possible. Now, we're going to throw the max bag at Giannis right here. And we're going to do the same thing with Tatum. So hopefully we just get one of them to sign. And we're also going to throw a bag at Evan Mobley as well. Giannis, Tatum, and Mobley just, I guess, don't want to come to the Nets. So I guess no one wants to sign here. So that kind of makes it harder. Tatum wants the Cavs and Giannis wants the Jazz. Come on, man. Maybe this wasn't our free agency. Maybe next season's our free agency. Maybe it's next season we catch our break. So we're going to go ahead and take a shot and grab Jayshawn Tate and Jaden Ivey from the Pistons, as Sengun really wasn't even doing too much for us anyway. I mean, he was playing pretty bad, so that's what we're going to do. Ivey's on a re-sign deal. Hopefully we can get him to re-sign, and then hopefully someone will sign with us in free agency, because nobody wants to sign with us, it seems like, in free agency. So hopefully there will be some good free agents to sign, and then we make one big trade, and then this team will be ready for a playoff run. We're struggling right now, as you guys can see, but I think if we get like a one big free agent sign, that's really all we need. We just need one big break, and then we need to make a good trade, to get some pieces, and we can make a playoff run. Real question is, when's Luka going to be a free agent? This guy wins MVP like every single year. We're going to throw a bag at KD. We'll throw a bag at Paolo as well. Kevin Durant accepts another offer. Like, bro, you're pushing 50 years old, and I just offered you 4 years, and you don't want to sign. Like, that's just crazy. All right, so we got Jabari Smith to want to come. 23 years old. 86 overall, got him for 4 years. So, like I said, when is this guy going to be free agent? MVP again. I mean, he is a free agent. Luka Doncic is a free agent. We have 43 million cap space. All right, we do have enough to pay him. All right, so Luka goes somewhere else, which sucks. Mbanya goes probably back to where he was at. And Embiid, though, is going to agree and be on the Brooklyn Nets. So we got Embiid for the next 4 years. Team is developing pretty nice. Caleb Foster at our point guard, 84. Ivy, 87. Ricky Council, 83. We got Embiid and 88 at center. I mean, he's digressing just a little bit just because he is getting older, but we're gonna give Ivy some more minutes. So hopefully, guys, we can start seeing some progress with some wins in this team. If we can start getting some wins and then maybe get one more free agent signing as we start off just like 0-7. I mean, we have no bench really, so that might be what's killing us. So Embiid is only going down, and we got guys on our team, those rookies that are dropping, or not rookies, but like younger players that are dropping, like the Caleb Foster guy dropping like 30 a game. So I mean, this team could be really good in like 2-3 years if we play our cards right. So I mean, Jaren Jackson and him are basically making the same amount of money. So I'm gonna trade him straight up for Jaren Jackson. Don't get me wrong, if that's prime Embiid, there's no way I'm trading him. If that's prime Embiid, we're winning a ring this season, I feel like, with him and Ivy and the young guys that we have around the team. But honestly, I just didn't really see like Embiid doing anything. We're looking at the box scores, he wasn't doing anything, and he was a 90 when we signed him, I think it was, and he's already down to an 87 like mid-season. So that tells you how he's going to be progressing. So I kind of hopped off the ship early, got like the best trade value we could for him, and yeah. The Jaren Jackson trade might already be paying off. He went for 29 points, for 29 and 13 that game. All right, so Isaiah Collier wins MVP. Mbanya still wins Defensive Player of the Year, so the league is definitely looking different. And the Rockets are going to 4-0 the Celtics. All right, we're going to go ahead and make a huge trade. Jaden Ivey, Damian Stewart, and Pete Drew. Now, these guys are young with high potential, but we have Jaren Jackson right now who's putting up really good numbers. Ivey's getting paid $43 million a year and not that much better than Maxey. Gonna have to repay some of these guys soon, but
I think this might be a good move. I'm then going to go ahead and offload Jaren Jackson and pick up Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith's 3 years younger and making $10 million less dollars. And Jaren Jackson was playing good for us, but I mean, he only finished the season averaging 16.8 points per game, while Jabari Smith was averaging 19.1 points per game. So Paolo and Jabari are going to be teaming up on the same team with Tyrese Maxey. I think this is the best team we've had, guys. We trading these picks away, and I'm going to show you why in a second. You got to see our record. We have a serious shot to win the finals this year. We're going to pick up Bones Highland and Christian Wood for some backup positions. So we're going to grab them. We are first in the Eastern Conference. We are 45-15 headed into the All-Star break. Me trying to make some other moves at trade deadlines just to try to get some backup players for the bench and see if we can move any of these young guys maybe that have potential that we don't really need at the moment. All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and trade Manuel Ruiz and our first-round pick for Kristaps Porzingis. Now, this guy has a lot of potential, but we're going to go and grab Kristaps right here. Also going to go ahead and grab John Collins for a backup 4 off the bench. We're also going to go ahead and trade these 2 young guys right here for Andrew Wiggins and PJ Washington. We've made a ton of moves at the deadline. Hopefully they help the team. Let's go check the new rotation. We got Caleb Foster at the point guard, who's been playing great. 17 points per game this season and 11 assists, so averaging a double-double. We got Tyrese Maxey, who's averaging 16 points a game for us right now. Paolo at the 3, who's averaging 21 a game right now. 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Jabari Smith, who's averaging 25 and 9 a game. And then Kristaps at the 5, who's averaging 15 a game. We got Wiggins off the bench as the 6th man, averaging 10 a game for us right now. This Bailey guy, who's averaging 18.5 points per game right now for us, so playing great. We got John Collins, who's averaging 14. Christian Wood off the bench, averaging 9. And we got Bones Highland, who was not getting in for us, but I think I'm going to adjust this rotation a little bit because I think he does I think we do need to give him some minutes because we do need a backup point guard. Luka's going to win MVP of the league. Guys, look at this. The Brooklyn Nets are the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're going to be drawing the Magic in the first round of the playoffs. All right, the Nets end up advancing to the second round. Jabari Smith put up 30 points, Paolo 23. Looks like a good duo is forming over there. All right, the Nets are up 2-1, 3-1. Josh Giddey is on the Pacers. We are going to be able to knock them out. Jabari Smith put up 29. Caleb Foster, 18-11. Bonchero, not that big of a game. 3-1 series. Greg Dickey on the Raptors gave us 38, and Smith gave us 30. All right, and we're in the Simcast. I was going to hop in the game, but Bonchero scored 28. You guys see in the top left, in a blowout win against the Raptors. So it is going to be a 2-3 series. It's a really close game right now, guys. The Nets are only up 3. Looks like we're going to close it out and go to a game 7. Bailey had 27 points. Let's check the box score. Scotty Barnes had 35, man. But yeah, Bailey, guys, Ace Bailey, he is hurt, and they put him back in the rotation. So maybe he got better, and they put him back in the rotation. Had 27 points. Jabari Smith with 20. Wiggs with 19. And Paolo with 12. All right, guys, this is game 7 right here against the Raptors. We're assimilating to the 4th quarter. Hopefully, we can hop in and watch it if it's a close one. But it looks like we're up 10 right now. It might be coming back from a 3-1 lead, and it looks like we do. Hopefully, Caleb Foster wins the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, putting up 14.3 points a game. Mikey Williams and the OKC Thunder is going to be our opponents in the championship. We are down 3-1 in the finals again. Well, not in the finals, but we were just down 3-1 in the conference finals. So it's nothing we haven't battled back from before, but not looking great right now. Guys, and we hopped in down 4 with 1:30. They just turned it over, so it's the Thunder's ball again. Trying to get a stop here. If we don't get a stop, it's probably over. We must have had an injury, as that was a tough finish right there from Mikey Williams. He has 26 points in this. Down 7 with a minute left. It looks like we're probably done. Guys, that is not good. The Thunder just won. Mikey Williams wins Finals MVP. 4-1 they beat us. And I don't know how much money we're going to have to re-sign a lot of these guys. We're going to see. Going to go team player options right now and check it out. Hopefully we have enough money to re-sign most of the team. They keep trying to start Wiggins over Paolo. So we're just going to get rid of Wiggins and grab Mikey Williams. He killed us last final, so we'd be dumb not to grab him. Actually going to go ahead and grab Isaiah Collier for our point guard instead of Mikey Williams. This is a former MVP right here for Kristaps Porzingis. So we're going to trade them right there. All right, so this is our starting 4 right now. You know, because I moved Paolo to the 3. So this is our starting 4 right now. No doubt in a couple years he'll be pretty good, but Cat is getting older. But we can go get Cat as our starting power forward. So that's what I'm going to do. trade him for Karl-Anthony Towns right before the deadline. Look at this lineup right here, guys. Collier was a 93 overall, Mikey Williams 88, Paulo Banchero 92, Cat 89, Jabari Smith went up to a 93. We got Ace Bailey off the bench as the 6th man, who was a 90 overall. And yeah, the bench isn't bad with some role players. First in the NBA, we are first in the Eastern Conference. We are 68-13. See if we can finish 69-13. Isaiah Collier wins the MVP. It's missing by game right now. We're up 2-1, up 3-1, and we go 4-1 on the Sixers. Collier does come back 39-13. Bailey 34 points. Banchero 25. We have 3-0 on the Raptors. We are going to get to the Eastern Conference Finals again, guys. Let's see if we can reach the finals. Are we going to get swept? We get swept in the Eastern Conference Finals. It looks like the Rockets are going to bring home the NBA Finals. Guys, I'm going to go try this with one more season and see if we can win a ring.
Throwing it back one more season, guys. We just signed Luka Doncic. We just signed Luka. All right, so the Nets are actually going to make it to the playoffs. We're going to be playing the 2-seeded Milwaukee Bucks. And the Nets are going to get eliminated in the first round against the Bucks. Banchero had 34, Luka had 20, Collier had 18. Still not enough. Really just don't have any bench on this team, and that's going to be the downfall of us. If you guys did enjoy this video, though, make sure to hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one.